Elder Blacklight, dig this. I gotta talk quick. Coming up in Detroit in the 50s, they didn't want us in the neighborhood. Instead of running us away, we ran them away. In the 60s, we had the big rebellion, or riot, or whatever you want to call it. White flight from the hood. They took their money with them. That's right. Started moving banks out to the suburbs. In the 70s, plants were laying off, all the jobs was out in the suburbs. Detroit buses didn't go out that way. Nice jobs, making good money, some factory, all types of jobs, warehouse jobs, all types of jobs. Farmer Jack, it was a grocery store called Farmer Jack. They was hiring for the warehouse. And in those days, they put an announcement on the television or in the newspaper, and it'd be thousands of people wrapped around the building trying to get an interview or application. But the big three, they wasn't hiring. Matter of fact, they was laying off. Buses wasn't running out to the suburbs, so you had the suburban buses. They wouldn't come to the city line. You had to walk about 2 or 3 blocks. Once you got off the city bus, you had to walk about 2 or 3 blocks to the suburban bus stop. On the way, sometimes the bus wouldn't go all the way out to the jobs. You had to walk 2 or 3 blocks, 4 blocks to get to the job after you got off the bus, the suburban bus. I remember one time me and my partner was walking. It was about 4 or 5 blocks away from the plant we was working at. This was a Chrysler plant, or affiliate of Chrysler plant. And as we was walking down the street, some white boys from their front porch shot rifles at us, 22s. I don't know what they were. They was 22. I don't know if they was missing on purpose, but they wasn't hitting us. They was hitting the trees next to us. You could hear them whistle back. My boy wanted to run. I said, no, don't run. I say, stand still. Because they would have said you was trying to break in or something, you was running, they would have captured. So we stood there, looked the dude dead in the eyes. For a miracle, he wasn't hit. They used to send me, my boy, when we get a temporary gig, they would send us different places. They sent us out in Rochester Hills. And one time, this was way back in I say late 70s, early 80s, sent us out to Rochester Hills, and we would be working temporary for some type of factory. Went in one factory, wasn't nothing but skinheads, Ku Klux Klans, Nazis. We were the only blacks in there. So they tried to intimidate us and, scare us away. But I needed the job. I had a family. But boy, he was crackhead. I didn't get high. I don't get high today. When I was younger, I didn't start getting high until I was 18. Then in my I say my late 20s, I stopped getting high off of stuff, anything. But he kept on getting high. He had a hell of a habit. and he couldn't hang. But I was out there by myself, and I confronted a couple of them Nazis. But I had my gat. I had two of them, one in each pocket. I had it in my coveralls, and this dude looked like Grizzly Adams. Came up to me, and he heard my guns click. I kept them in my pocket. I wouldn't let nobody see what I had. But you can hear him click, click, click. He backed off, but they tried to kill me with a high-low. So I had to leave that job. I told the boss, I said, look, man, they trying to kill me. I ain't backing down. I say, I had my shit with me. I mean, my gat with me. I started to pull the trigger on one of them. But I say it's best for me to quit, for me to catch a case. Because I would have shot him in the plant, right in front of millions of people, in front of the whole plant. I know I would have went to jail. So he said, who was it? And I told him who it was. He said, well, I'm going to talk to him, and I want you to come back. I said, no, man, because you know how your people is. They want revenge. But I went to a plant, and it was me and my boy was out to this plant, and some white boys was trying to get us fired. And so I reversed it. I started using my mind a little bit more than violence, physical violence. Started using my mind. Found out that they were every day at lunch they would go. They were alcoholics. It was two of them. They would go and get high. Sometimes they'd be late coming back because they'd be so drunk. So I told my boy, I say, look, we're gonna get rid of these cats. So I say, on the way home, we're gonna buy a fifth of tequila, or vodka. It was one of them, and I say we're gonna take it to the plant at lunchtime. When I was at lunchtime, I said we're gonna tell them we need some gas money to get home. So we're gonna sell this. I think it was vodka, tequila one. Yeah, I think it was tequila. And so I said we're gonna sell it to them, and saying we need lunch money at lunchtime. They're gonna go and drink the whole thing up and get wasted. And that's what happened. They went lunchtime, drunk the whole. We sold it to them. Got wasted. Came back late. So then I started learning that you gotta outslick. You gotta keep you cool. Because they're gonna try to make you mad. So and they be calling you niggas and stuff. So I say, as long as they don't touch me, I ain't gonna do nothing. But every job we went to out in the suburbs, they test you. They try to test you, but you gotta check them right then. You gotta say, look, I laugh and I joke, but I don't play. I will take your ass away. If you don't believe me, try me. Once you do that and say that, and some jobs, you just have to go and bust. Wait till the job is over, and just say, man, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. And bust them in their face off the premises, though, off the job. If it take for you to have some brass knuckles or, a sludge hammer, pull it up your sleeve, tell them to come here for a minute, let me talk to you, real calm, hey man, let me talk to you for a second, real calm and stuff. And bust them in their nose with one of them little short sludge hammers, short hammers, not no big sludge hammer, but the little big bitty ones. Have it up, hidden, boom, bust them in their nose with it. They used to give me problems, like I was working in the paint booth, spray booth, dude was giving me problems. And we had to cash our checks at the same joint. So I got him after when he was going in to check cash place, you know, and checked him. He said, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble, because he didn't know if I had my, a gat or whatever. But they called me to the front office. I said, man, I was off the job. I wasn't on the premises. Dude said, okay, man, But anyway, I know how to deal with them in Detroit. We know how to deal with them in Detroit. We ran them away. They just not coming back after all these years. They're coming back in the business. But they cool because we got a black police chief, and Mayor Duggan, I don't know, he act like he down with some of the brothers, but I don't trust him, And this new mayor, I don't forgot her name, but anyway, she hired a couple of black, she got a black, this new governess, she hired a black guy for her sidekick. A lot of black people around her. But they just window dressing. They ain't for real. They times like everybody else. Except this one sister lawmaker, she went up there with some black armed brothers, militia brothers, about 2 weeks ago. She might be down for the cause. But y'all don't be going out there all emotional. You gotta have a plan. You gotta have strategy to deal with them. Because if you get too hot, you get too mad, you're gonna make a mistake. And when you're high, how we gonna have soldiers that's alcoholics, dope fiends, and crackheads, wine heads and stuff trying to fight? You can't fight, man. You're gonna make too many mistakes. So you gotta be righteous, man. You gotta be getting good health, quick thinking, fast reflexes, it's a black light.